Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. When we are obsessed with doing something or the other, we start doing spiritual practice. And this disease of doership goes so strong that we imagine by doing something the God or the reality is attained. It is here we have to correct ourselves. Therefore, the teacher says, Jnanam na tarko na samadhi yogo na desha kalau na guru padesha swabhava samvittiraham cha tattvam akasha kalpam sajam dhruvancha. Na jnanam na tarkaha na samadhi yoga. See what happens, we get involved into uncalled for discussions, inquiries, topics. We are sincere, we are good, no doubt about it. But our approach is wrong. See? And therefore we get so much involved in first jnanam. We want to know everything about everything. What is the need? First of all, we should have this understanding. Is it required? See? Why there is so corruption? Is it going to make any difference to you? See? Live in this world in such a manner that our peace of mind is not corrupted. That is most important. So, na jnanam. Second thing, we keep on getting involved into various kinds of philosophies. Advaita, Dvaita, Vishishta Advaita, and then this Mahatma said that way, that Mahatma said, what is right? See? And then become more and more confused. Therefore, instead of running around, simplest technique is learn from your own experience. One of the most effective spiritual practice is this. Like, after the age of 40, we should not have to go to doctor for our regular ailments. We must know what is suitable for our body. We must know this food is not suitable. So we stop eating that. See? So if we are living in awareness, then only this happens. Therefore, collecting unwanted information is the biggest obstacle. There is one girl, I call her Miss Know-All. And when I went to that place, her mother, father, very close to me. So, like Alsatian, both husband and wife came and hugged me. And this girl was there. I simply looked at her and went ahead. Then 1 day, 2 days, almost 15 days I was there. In 15 days I did not even touch her, forget about hugging and kissing. A girl maybe about 22, 24. One day she cried, Mom, Swamiji never even hugs me. What is wrong? So you asked Swamiji? I said, I am afraid of you. So why? Any topic on the earth you take, you are a live Google. See? Whom do you hug? Whom you cuddle? Someone who is, you accept, he is a small little one, cute one. You can't go and hug a, hippo. See? And I said, the problem with you is, you have got so much of knowledge that you are unable to handle it. As a result, anywhere you go, you have discussions, arguments, discussions, arguments. Please remember, people are never together because of discussions and arguments. People are together only out of understanding. See? So, na jnanam, don't get involved. The world has always been like this. Second thing, na tarkaha, logic. Narad Bhakti Sutra tells us, tarko na avalambyaha. Never take refuge in arguments and logic. Never. The simplest way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. Immediately. Yes, you are right. Afterwards, he also forgets. Kya kaha tha? Don't get into any argument. Na tarkaha, na samadhi yogaha. Now see, all the time wanting to do samadhi. When can I sit for samadhi? Can samadhi be the goal of life? Samadhi cannot be the goal of life. See, friends, it is just a means. Goal of life is steady wisdom. That is the goal of life. Under any condition, we do not get disturbed. That is the goal. But when this is not understood, you must have seen also, those who are practicing this kind of yoga and too much of meditation and too much of tapasya and austerities and rules and regulations, they are intolerant. Little bit of here and there happens, they are upset. See? Because obsessed. See, friends, therefore, what is samadhi? According to Bhagavan Shankaracharya's definition, samadhi means when our mind is naturally abiding in our essential self. That natural experience of being is called as samadhi. See? Samyak adhiyate yasmin yat saha samadhi. That which is supporting everything and therefore not getting influenced by anything. That is samadhi. So, instead of that we struggle. Samadhi yoga. Then third, na desha kalau. When should we do meditation? In Brahma Muhurta. But it is very difficult for us to get up. Then you do in Brahma Muhurta. Options. Na desha na kala. Every time is a perfect time. Every time. There is no wrong time if you are walking the right path. See? Otherwise, only on Ekadashi I observe fast. And then on Dashmi and Dwadashi I take the revenge. Na desha, na kala. So, in the temple when I go, that time I don't smoke. But outside I smoke. In the same manner. In this particular place I am spiritual. In other places I am liquid spiritual. We have to be solid spiritual. Na desha kalo, na guru upadeshaha. See, Bhagavan Dattatreya has emphasized this point dozen times. Na guru upadeshaha. No guru can tell anything to anybody unless the disciple is wanting himself or herself to change. See, you can take the horse to the waters. You cannot make the horse drink the water. See, friends. Therefore, don't have this notion, Guru Maharaj, please hold me. And that Guru who will hold you, he is making, Upanishad tells, Sa Pashuhu Devanam. He will be enslaved by the Guru. And enslavement by the Guru is living under continuous fear. See, Guru liberates you, not binds you. And that Guru who liberates you is in your heart. Don't search outside. See, friends, outside Guru will never be able to help us. Therefore, na Guru Upadeshaha. He who is not able to learn from his own experience, who can teach to such a dumbo? He will go on arguing only. Therefore, na Guru Upadeshaha swabhava samvitti cha aham tattvam. So, by nature, I am pure consciousness. And sahajam akalpam. It is effortless. And it is not imagination. And like what? Sahajam akashakalpam. Akashakalpam, like the space. See? Space is the nearest example to the truth. If you can imagine, there is solid space and it is self-illumined space. Solid self-illumined space can be called as the absolute reality. Now see how it is. Space because it contains everything. Therefore space. Solid because other than it, there is nothing in that. Therefore solid. And self-illumined. See, if you take the etymological meaning of the word akasha, it has got this meaning. Kasha is the root dhatu, diptau. So, akasha means prakasha and akasha. That which accommodates everything, avakashat akasha. That which accommodates everything is akasha, and prakasha, the one which illumines everything. See, friends, akasha kalpam. So, which contains everything and which illumines everything. Akasha kalpam. Like the space doesn't have a problem of the presence or absence of things. In the same manner, the conscious space doesn't have a problem whether it is waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. See, friends, the other day where it happened, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, I have some question. I said, start. No, I will require some time. I said, you can start now, don't waste time. Start right now. Now we are told that, when there are more births, how in this world so many jivas will exist? Is this the cause of increasing in the population? Because more jivas are created, more souls are created. And when the body dies, the soul goes out into another body. I am unable to understand this. Can you please explain? See? So we are so much obsessed by this basic error that there is one soul per body, like there is one soul per shoe. It is not. See, friends, when the eyes become blind, where the vision goes? Is the vision, because it's dead, so vision has gone. Where? In some eye and entered. Is it like that? No. Vision is manifestation of mind through the structural eye, is it not? Now extend the same principle. What is mind? Mind is expression of consciousness through the body. So when the body is not capable of allowing the consciousness to manifest as mind, where the mind has gone? If mind is the entity, then it can go somewhere. Like the light in the bulb. When the bulb becomes fused, will the light from the bulb go to another bulb? Jaga hai kya? Nahi. See, friends, this doesn't happen. Because light is not an individuality, light is a manifestation. Unless we correct this basic error, whole life you will continue with the same wretched thing. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jagare shayanam. See, papoham papakarma. I don't want to go to hell, but I have committed so many sins. Is there any way? Yes, corruption. Bhagwan ko koi de do. And that is what we do. See, I was reading the internet news on about Times of India. Our Kingfisher airline, that Vijay Mallya, when he failed everywhere, he has gone to the one or two temples, and there he has promised that if I come out of this thing, I will get these doors made out of gold, bribe. See, our corruption is not limited to this world. See, friends, get rid of this wrong understanding. So, Swabhava Samvitti Aham Cha Tattvam Akasha Kalpam Sahajam Dhruvam Cha. Sahajam, effortless. And this effortless is Dhruvam, it is eternal. See? To what extent effortless? See, the other day I was seeing, this BBC's documentary, and there is one about snake documentary you are seeing, and one particular type of snake, whatever may be the breed, she carries, unlike the reptiles or the amphibians, she doesn't give eggs, but she gives the babies. So they were showing all that. So when the first snake is delivered, the snake comes out and doesn't say, "Mummy, mummy, how to swim?" Immediately starts swimming. How effortless it is for the fish to swim, so much effortless becomes our life. See, wherever there are efforts, somebody is born. See, lead life effortlessly. That is the highest spiritual practice. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. We don't have to achieve anything. We don't have to protect anything. We simply say, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Pariyupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. Yoga is what we don't have, that we get. Kshema is whatever we have, that is protected. So when the Lord says that I will take care of your needs and I will protect you, why not celebrate life? See? The other day I received one beautiful cartoon. The son says, I got iPod. The daughter says, I got iPhone. The wife says, I got iPad. The husband and the father says, I paid. So other three were enjoying. And the poor father was suffering. See, he is there taking care. Relax, man, enjoy life. Yoga Kshevam Mahamyam. We don't get the meaning of these words. And therefore, the other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, do you know Bhagavad Gita? I said, no. You don't remember? I said, no. But when you talk, how do you give references? I said, it happens, I don't give. If you ask me to chant any Bhagavad Gita chapter, I don't remember anything. What is there to remember? Jarut hogi to bhej dega. It is his problem, not mine. Relax. See, friends, then only sahajam dhruvam cha. And when you are effortless, be attentive. Everybody around you is at peace with you. If you are a very strong personality, everybody tries to run away. Relax. Na jato ham mruto vapi name karma shubha shubham vishuddham nirgunam brahma bandho mukti katham mama. See? Na jato ham mruto vapi. Now don't take these words only translation. I am neither born nor do I die. Oh, then what will happen to my birthday? See? One man asked me this question, Swamiji, I always forget, but I don't know how to remember the birthday of the wife. Can you tell me some technique? I said, forget only once. You will remember throughout your we don't have the experience of birth, we don't have the experience of death, and yet we are afraid. See, friends, it is just only because everybody says, once I had problem that I had to go to attend some delivery. Because my friend's wife was to deliver, she was in the hospital, and this friend, he was a Telugu friend. He had some very terrible exchange of words with the nurse on a hill station somewhere in north. And she said, I will not allow you to come in. If you come, I'll call police. So he phoned me, Swamiji, please come and do something. So I went. And to that nurse, in her language I spoke, so she became friendly. Then I said, I have come about, don't talk about that man. I knew there is something very strong. Now you can come inside if you like. I said, but it is his baby, what should I do? He said, no, you tell him what it is, I will not allow. I said, all right. So I went inside and saw. Then to that nurse I asked, I said, hey, I just want to know for my general knowledge, I am not arguing with you, okay? Yes. What is the time of birth of this baby? She said, 12:38. So, okay, I noted it down. I said, now question is not argument, this inquiry. How do you exactly tell what time the baby was born? Because it's not one, there are dozens of them. So, how do you do? She said, if we tell it is 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:30, nobody believes us. So we make odd figure. I said, I will not tell you, don't worry. Then I asked about this daughter. She must have born some time, So we have to give some time. So born in 12:38. Now who is going to rectify that? See? But 12:38 in Australia or USA, that is your confusion. So we never experience our birth. We never experience our death. And yet, whole life is spent. I don't want to die. You cannot, you try. You cannot. Only that one can give us fear if we have earlier experience. See? When our hand was burned sometime during childhood because of the fire, so we are afraid of fire. But we have never died. Why are we afraid? Therefore, na jatoham na mruto vapi na me karma shubha shubham. There is no karma which is good or bad. Sarvaramma hi doshena dhumena agni vavrata. Anything you do, it will have both the sides. Before independence, blowing away the railways, killing the British officers was considered as an act of patriotism, is it not? Now the same thing happens now. It is considered as an act of terrorism. So we are trying to interpret according to our convenience. Name karma shubha shubham. See, friends, those people who are doing this act of terrorism, you ask them, they are fully convinced what they are doing is right. This shubha, ashubha has no meaning in life. See, taking food is Shubha, good. Going to toilet is Ashubha. Don't go for 1 week. Why? Ashubha karma I don't do. See? In the morning, doing a brush is Shubha karma. Washing the other end, Ashubha karma I don't do. Think, friends. Name karma shubha shubham. Then Vishuddham Nirgunam Brahma. Me being Vishuddha, immaculate, pure, in which there is neither birth, nor death, nor any karma. This being so, Bandho Mukti Katham Mama. Where is the place for bondage and liberation? When it is called as a pot space, is the space bound by the pot? And when the pot breaks, is the space liberated? It was never bound, it was never liberated. We only go on imagining, I am very miserable. Why? I could not get married. Then you get married. I am still miserable. Why? Why did I get married? See, friends, these are all our mental projections. Don't give any value to this. Na bandha, na mukti. For this, take this Mahamantra I will give you. The Mahamantra is, sit down quiet wherever you are, and suppose you are sitting in your chair or before the Lord, don't bother him by calling his name, Ram, 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 Ram. You know the most pathetic God is Rama. Everybody troubles him. It is something like, one mother, she has got 7 twins. Imagine, like a litter. And all of them are bouncing on, Mommy, Mommy. By the time the other Mommy, Mommy. This is what happens with Rama. And therefore, Bhagavan Rama has Hanumanji. So what Bhagavan Rama says, when somebody is in more trouble, Hanumanji, choo. See? But this doesn't happen with Bhagavan Krishna. You know why? He doesn't listen, he is enjoying. See, friends, therefore, this is a very simple technique, mantra. Try, sit before the Lord and say to yourself, I have nothing to do, I have nowhere to go, I have nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to do, nowhere to go. In due time, I will disappear. Then you don't have to go to hell or heaven. They will come to you. You don't have to go. The moment you become miserable, hell has come. The moment you are happy because of something, heaven has come. But when both of them come and go, you continue to be what you are. Don't struggle in life. Never struggle in life. Wherever we put efforts, we are abnormal. Like when somebody has got asthma. What is asthma? Asthma is grandmother-in-law. Because Saas is mother-in-law. So super Saas is called as asthma. Grandmother-in-law. So when you have got this asthma, that time how the people breathe. What is this acting? He can't even talk. Because abnormal. Similarly, pranayam, abnormal. Efforts. See? But when we breathe, normally, no efforts. Life is fully expressed when life is effortless. See, imagine the mirror has to put some efforts to reflect anybody. The mirror will get tired. हाँ अब नहीं time हो गया. It doesn't happen, no? Now watch in your own life. When you open your eyes, what efforts are required to see the colors and forms? Then you are normal. But when you open your eyes, then abnormal. See? Therefore, let us lead this life. Katham mandho mukti katham mama. We have nothing to achieve in this world, we have nothing to protect in this world. When we were not in this world, nothing was lacking. When we will leave this world, there will be no lacuna. Therefore, conclusion is, when we are in this world, most unwanted. Relax. Our meditation is like a huge truck carrying overloaded building material, standing on an upward slope, and there is a red light. So that truck will never be switched off because it doesn't start afterwards. So what the drivers do, they go on pumping. Our meditation is like that. We sit, brake, red light, but inside machine is coming. What happened to this Swami used to say, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Get married and don't worry. When the children will eat your head, then you will don't worry. What is happening? Meditation. Outside, quiet like a truck. Inside, boiling like an engine. See, another simple technique, try. Stop talking to yourself. Non-stop talking, stop. But we stop talking to others, Hang a board. I am observing Mauna. See, I will not tell you the name of the Mahatma. This happened to about a very big Mahatma. So when I went, I was told that there is Mauna. So I said, okay, I was going back. Again I was called, please come. So why? No, Mahatma Ji has sent a slip, call him. So he was not talking. So I went, I sat before him. So he is in Mauna. So he will not talk. So I simply talk, sitting. Then he wrote, where from you have come? But I forgot that I can talk. I wrote. When I did that, unknowingly, he laughed. So I consoled myself that talking is not allowed, laughing is allowed. See, friends, talk to others. Stop talking to yourself. And those who don't talk to themselves, they alone can talk sense. Those who are constantly talking to themselves, they talk nonsense. See? Therefore, Vishuddham Nirgunam Brahma Bandha Mukti Katham Mama, where is the bondage, liberation, forget about it and be happy. See? Don't bother about the world. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. Nothing. Many people have this worry about the world. See? One person asked me this, Swamiji, when your Krishna is going to take avatar? I said, there's a lot of time. No worry. No, the world is too bad, terrible. I don't think world could be bad than this. I said, okay. Earlier the world was not bad, I don't think. Afterwards, I don't think. Earlier you were there? No. Afterwards you will be there? No. Now you are there and the world is bad. So who is the cause? You disappear. The world is beautiful. See, friends. In Satya Yuga, there was Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. In Treta Yuga, Ravana Kumbhakarna. In Dwapar Yuga, Duryodhan, Dushasan, Kamsa. In Kali Yuga, we are all there. What is new? Therefore, don't bother too much. Be focused on your own presence. Yadi sarvagato devaha sthiraha purno nirantaraha antaram nahi pashyami sabaya bhyantara katham. Now another problem that we all have to sort out is any experience which creates a sense of in and out is samsara. I am inside the house. The car is outside the house. Samsara begins. Okay. Money is inside my pocket. But the camera is outside the pocket. So samsara begins. I am inside, you are all outside. Therefore I versus you begins. In the deep sleep, there is no concept of inside or outside. In deep sleep, we are inside the house or outside the house. See? We are in Australia or outside Australia. The moment this concept of in and out disappears, truth is revealed. And what is that which is creating this concept of in and out is some reference point. Reference point is our body. So when we say, I am telling you, that means I am inside. You are outside. And whenever there is a sense of otherness, samsara begins. So here the teacher says, Yadi sarvagato devaha sthiraha purnaha nirantaraha. If the Paramatma, the Self, the Absolute Reality is everywhere, in everything, where is the place for inside or outside? Think. Inside, outside is only with reference to some conditioning. Drop the conditioning, this thing disappears. See, friends, our attention is not on the space, our attention is on the walls of the pot. And therefore we say, inside the pot, outside the pot. But the question is, where are the walls of the pot because of which the in and out illusion is created? The walls of the pot are also in the space. But instead of focusing attention on the space, our attention goes on the conditioning. See, we are many here. Why we are many? Because in between there is space. But when we look at the world, have we ever noticed the space? Our attention goes on the multiplicity. See, I'll give one of my experiments. One day I was in some Chinese hotel and my friend, two of us. So he went to talk to them, get something ordered. And there was a very big aquarium. So as usual I was with my camera taking pictures and all that. And then I was standing there like Vivekananda and watching. So he came. He said, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, tell me what I am seeing. He said, maybe you are seeing the fish. I said, no. Maybe that snake type of fish. I said, no. Maybe the inside, decorations. I said, no. Maybe the size of the aquarium. I said, no. Maybe that machine sending the bubbles. I said, no. I don't know what you are seeing. I said, don't get angry. Ask me, I'll tell you. Okay, tell. What are you seeing? I said, I am seeing water. Oh God, Swamiji, you are always peculiar. Have we ever observed water and what is the experience of the water? When the fish move, will the water get tickling? The water doesn't get tickling. If we add 2 more fish, is it a burden for the water? If we take out all the fish, is it a loss for the water? See, exactly the same way. Jagrat comes, goes. No loss, no gain. The dream comes and goes. No loss, no gain. So where was the waker if he is inside? In the dream he remains inside or goes outside? अच्छा वो देख लेना मैं आ जाता हूँ बाद में. Think friends, where does it go? It goes nowhere because it is nowhere. Therefore, यदि सर्वगतो देवः स्थिरः पूर्णः निरन्तरः, infinite is that which includes everything and excludes nothing. Purna, Nirantara, and it is not temporary, it is ever the same. Therefore, Antaram hi na pashyami, Bahya abhyantaram katham. So I am unable to understand inside and outside. See? One child asked me this question, Swamiji, when this paratha is in the plate, I feel it is outside. When I eat it, it goes inside. Paratha doesn't know whether he is in the plate or in the paint. But I only imagine, then I have eaten the paratha. Exactly what happens. See how beautiful the thinking is. See? Therefore, this concept of in and out is possible only when we are dealing with the finite. In the infinite, the concept of in and out is redundant. Living with this understanding, therefore, name dveshosti na priyaha. Nobody is our friend, nobody is our enemy. Just live through in this world, don't leave anything behind. See? One journalist, she interviewed me many years before, must be 30 years before. In Dehradun, she came. Swamiji, I want to interview. I said, start. No, I can come anytime you like. I said, no, start right away. But you are not prepared. I said, I don't prepare. You ask the question, I reply. So she asked the questions. Then she got frustrated and she asked last question. Please give something meaningful answer. You are just... Then she asked me, when you die, how you like to leave your footprints in this world? I said, now I am giving you a meaningful answer. First, you are going to die, not me. Second thing, footprints are possible when you walk in the mud. When you fly in the sky, there are no footprints. See, friends, don't leave anything behind. Then you are walking the spiritual path. We create our statues when we are still alive and we go and inaugurate our own statue. And we put our own Maharaj and we do namaskar. And the statue is one. See, the 16 kalas of Purusha One of them is Nama and Rupa. You discard name and form, your mind gets dissolved. Mind cannot survive without form and without sounds. Give it a try. No form, no sound. No form means formless is always infinite. Forms are finite. Sounds are always finite. No sound, silence is infinite, therefore uncreated. When it is uncreated, undivided, where is the place for inside or outside? Therefore, antaram nahi pashyami sabhayaभ्यन्तरं katham स्फुरत्येव जगत्कृष्णं अखण्डित निरन्तरं अहो माया महामोहो द्वैताद्वैत विकल्पना. For me, I am seeing this world appearing to be divided, but for me there is a homogeneity, there is no division. Like what? Once I went for inauguration of, some shop. That is our professional work. Anywhere, any inauguration, we are fit for that. We don't have to be qualified. We are beyond qualification. One or two examples I'll give you. In one hospital in a bank in Coimbatore, I think, yes. They invited me, a very big medical hospital and medical college, and the principal owner was a good friend of mine. He said, Swamiji, please come for inauguration. We are having a new department of geriatrics. Now I don't know anything in medicine. So I went there, and then I was just, sitting there, and all the oldies, 80 not out, 70 not out, hundreds of them. And then some doctors had come from USA, because in India there are no doctors. And then he started showing the slideshow. First, this is my house, first slide. So I thought, geriatrics means architects. Then thereafter, this is my dog. I said, no, it's animal science. Third slide, this is my wife. In the sequence of importance, the slides are shown. And after listening to few talks, then I could understand. So it is the Budhau department, old people's department. And then they told me, you please give blessing. I said, I am not going to give blessing. You doctors don't allow people to die. Let them die and be happy. Why you are making them live long? See? So with that department we can go and inaugurate. Another place I was caught inaugurating a shop, a jeweler's shop. Everything was done. And my friend tells me, Swamiji, I am not going to give you. I am afraid you can do anything. Therefore, suppose there are two statues. One is Rama, other is Ravana. Which you will take? I said, you imagine. Of course, you being a Swami, you will take Rama statue. I said, okay, no, listen my reply. Which is heavier? If our attention is on Paramatma, the differences do not create differentiation. See, friends, this is what we said here. Spuratyeva jagat krishnam akandita nirantaram. There is no breach. See how it is. This is a book. I see the book start from the left corner, ends at the right corner. Thereafter there is no book. The book is recognized as existing. Book is. When the book ends, the existence doesn't end, because in the absence of the book, I is there. So akhanditam. There is no experience which can be broken into pieces. If our attention is on this continuous substratum, like when we say I had good sleep, but sometime I had bad dream, who can make this statement? I had a good sleep, Mr. Waker cannot make this statement. I had a bad dream, Mr. Waker cannot make this statement also. But this is made. Then who makes this statement? The one who was in the deep sleep but who was not sleeping. Who is in the waking but he is not a waker. So the one who was present in the waking dream and deep sleep and yet was beyond that, that is the Akhanda Tattvam. See? Therefore, Spuratteva Jagat Kristam Akhandit Nirantaram Aho Maya Maha Moho Dvaita Dvaita Vikalpana. But it is because of these old habits. Maya Moha means old habits. And habits are very difficult to kill. H-A-B-I-T. Remove the H, a bit remains. Remove the A, bit remains. Remove the B, it remains. Remove the I, the habit of T remains. That's it. It is just a habitual lifestyle that we have. Thinking is nothing but habitual. We keep on imagining. Is it necessary to think? No. Keep quiet again. This is Mahamoha. And this can be arrested only if we remain alert. And for that, engage the mind in humming something. Because speech and the mind are one and the same. Therefore, Aho Maya Mahamoho, then Dvaita Advaita Vikalpana, and then we get lost in arguments and discussions and philosophies. Whether non-duality is right or duality is right or Vishishta Advaita is right, don't get lost in anything. Sab theek hai, everything is fine. See? When you go to Shiva temple, Om Namah Shivaya. When you go to Krishna temple, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Krishna. No problem. See? But we are obsessed and because of that all the problems comes. Therefore, Dvaita, Advaita, Vikalpana. Advaita is said just to negate the Dvaita. Even to call Advaita is wrong. It's not required to be said. When there is only one son, we don't say he is our younger son or elder son. We simply say he is our prarabdha. Don't refer even as the son. Sakaram cha nirakaram neti neti ti sarvada bheda bheda vinirmukto vartate kevala shivaha. Sakaram cha nirakaram. The truth is neither with form nor without form. In some camp, children's camp, I was explaining them 5 elements. And when I explained, I was teaching them. See, I took some soil. This is element earth, Prithvi Tattva. Then water. This is element water. Then this one is fire, Agni Tattva. Then do like this thing and then blow the air. Did you get something? Yes, that is air Tattva, Prithvi. Vayu Tattva. Yes. Then space. I said, do you see anything in between my fingers? Yes, that is the Akasha Tattva. Understood? Understood. Camp over. And we went to somebody's house for breakfast or lunch. Then the mother says, what did you learn from Swamiji? Mummy, Swamiji told us there are 5 elements. And he did exactly what I did. 4. Then it came to space. Swamiji, excuse me, will you please do like this? And I did it. See, that within between the fingers of Swamiji, there is space. Therefore, Sakara, Nirakara, with form, without form, both are wrong. So, na sakaram, na nirakaram. Therefore, na iti sarvada. Again and again, it is insisted that this reality is neither with form nor without form. Bheda abheda vinirmuktaha. Vartate kevala shivaha. This reality is beyond the differences and differentiation, and vartate kevala shivaha. Shiva is kevala. Kevala is a technical word, and this requires a little more explanation that we will have after the lunch break. Om Purnamada Purnamidam